Good morning, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah. If you are new here, hello, welcome. I'm just realizing that maybe the sound of Anthony showering downstairs is going to be loud. I hope not. We have a bathroom in the basement and it's directly below this one. And it's just for, like Anthony uses that one, I use the one up here. So anyway, hi. I haven't done like a get ready with me, chat about my day, life, anything in a while. So I figured I'd just go ahead and start the video in here. I did my hair yesterday. I used like a, oh, the water's off now, so hopefully it'll be quieter. I used like a 3-barrel crimper thing. Isn't it funny to see like when you're young and your parents talk about, that was a style in my day, and you're like, oh gosh, gross, no, there's no way. But then as you get older, you're like, wait, that was a style in my day, because I used to do this to my hair. I used to have my mom put tiny braids all over my head so that I could wake up with this effect in the morning when I was little. But I've already kind of been an adult today. I called the people, took care of the things, all of the adult things that you have to do. I called the places and made some appointments and did the things this morning. I am going to start by taking my contacts out. I won't make you actually watch me do that though. Do you get weirded out by people touching their eyeballs? I put contacts in every day and I still don't like watching other people do it. My eyes look kind of puffy today, I don't know why. It has stormed the last few days pretty bad. I went out this morning to drain the pool. The pool is like a quarter of the way full just because of rain. But because it's rainwater, it's like slimy and kind of gross. There's lots of tree, little branches, leaves, bugs and stuff in it. So I am draining it so I can fill it with some fresh water. For the boys, I don't know if we're going to get out there today though, because we're actually in a heat advisory for the next few days. And I don't like taking them out during those times if I can help it. I just don't want to accidentally like cause them to have heat exhaustion or anything. I do have a lot to do in the kitchen today. Are you guys tired of it being a kitchen stuff? We eat almost everything at home, and if I don't do some kitchen prep, then we either snack on junky food or we end up getting takeout or something. So I have to spend time in the kitchen. I just used Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Under Eye Repair. How come the stars? The boys sometimes will like carry up toys upstairs, and so Noah was coming to tell me he brought stuff up from the playroom. I need to pluck my eyebrows too. I know nothing about makeup. You know who's actually really good at who's actually really good at makeup? My sister. She doesn't watch my videos, so she won't even know that I'm being nice to her. She's very good at makeup. I did not get that talent. I think she tried to teach me once and I was just like, I don't understand, it doesn't look as good. So come to shine when it's dark from so far away, show us where we are. My kids are also listening to Christmas music. It's what they asked about it yesterday, and then this morning Barter said, can I listen to Christmas music again? So we just pull up like a Christmas music on YouTube that has like the different Christmas scenes, and they love it. This here, Tarte Juicy Lip, this Finch Lick, this is all I do. Anyway, cheers to the day. Let's be productive. I got distracted by Anthony leaving, and then I thought, wow, now would be the perfect time to clip the boys' nails, and now it is 10 o'clock. So my goal in the kitchen today is to make yellow cake baked oatmeal, avocado jalapeno dip if my avocados are ready. That's pretty much it, I think, because I don't want to make the muffins and the cake at the same time, the oatmeal stuff at the same time, because my family will only eat through one thing at a time. And then for dinner tonight, we're having a coconut lime chicken skillet, probably with rice. Sorry if my kids are loud in the background, they live here. First though, I'm going to empty out the dishwasher. There's a few dishes in the sink just from breakfast. I'm gonna get those in the dishwasher, and then I think I'm gonna clean out the fridge before I get working on anything. Every time I open the fridge, I get stressed out by what's in there. So, and if I clean out the fridge, then I can take the trash out, because I made boiled eggs yesterday. What did I make? Oh, I made egg salad. and we had gotten some eggs from somebody that has chickens, and they've been in there for a little bit, so I tested them all to make sure they were still good, and one of them was bad. And although I did like double bag it in a grocery sack before I put it into the garbage, between that and like my kids not actually eating the little bit of egg salad I put on their plate and stuff, all of that is in the garbage, and it's just kind of creating a not great smell in here. I need to stop yapping at you. Let's just get this done. Do you want to see? You want to watch? Do you need some motivation to empty out your dishwasher?
I don't know why, but sometimes I feel like emptying the dishwasher is such a task, which is crazy. In the first house, okay, so way back in the apartment, very first apartment Anthony and I had together, no dishwasher. Then we moved into our first home, no dishwasher. Our second home did have a dishwasher, but we weren't there super long. And then we moved in with my parents for a little bit, and they did have a dishwasher, but there were so many of us in the house that we couldn't always use it because otherwise it would be running constantly or we would run out of dishes. And then our next house did not have a dishwasher. Our previous rental did have a dishwasher, but it like did not work. So we hand wash everything. And sometimes I think emptying the dishwasher is just so much more work than hand washing all the dishes. Anyway, I did get all of that done, and then I moved on to cleaning the fridge. I mentioned this in a previous video, I think maybe even the last video, that I needed to get this done, and this video was filmed 2 days after that one. I had finally had enough. It's definitely not perfect, but it is better than it was. So as I was taking stuff out and wiping down the shelves, I was also checking expiration dates, pulling out leftovers that had just been in there too long, things like that. All of the things that you do when you have to clean out your fridge. I will say for the most part, we usually are pretty good about keeping up with our leftovers and stuff, so we don't have to throw anything out. But occasionally we fall behind. Also, those pancake donuts I made a few weeks ago, my kids love pancakes, but for some reason they did not like the donuts. And so they just went kind of bad in the fridge, which is unfortunate. But note to self, don't make the pancake donuts again. And what's just so weird about it is it's literally pancake batter, just in the shape of a donut, but they didn't like it. Also, I don't know if you noticed a few seconds ago, I pulled something off the bottom shelf that was wrapped in a plastic sack. That was actually paint rollers. So if you don't know, if you are painting something and don't get it all done one night, instead of washing out your brushes or your paint roller, you can wrap them in plastic or a plastic bag and put them in your fridge, and they will stay golden for you until you're done with your paint project. I thought that I was going to go back and do touch-ups before the rollers had been in there that long, and that's why I kept them in there. But at this point, the paint on the rollers was starting to separate, and it would have been like streaky and bad on the walls. So I just went ahead and pulled those out and took the roller off, threw it away, and then washed the plasticky metal part of the roller. Anyway, as I was cleaning out the fridge, I noticed that I didn't have any cheese shredded, so that's what I had just done there with my fancy shredder.
What makes the sun go to sleep every night, and what's it dreaming of? I wonder.
And then also we were out of our cinnamon sugar mix, which is mostly cinnamon and a little bit of sugar. My kids will eat this on like anything.
How come the sky sometimes hides behind the clouds? Maybe it's just like...
Okay, I changed my mind. I'm actually going to make blueberry muffins today instead of the cake, mostly because the dish I would want to put it in is dirty and I don't want to wash it because it's sitting in the dishwasher. But also, if I make the blueberry muffins, I can use gluten-free flour so that I can eat it as well. I'm probably going to go ahead and do those first and then work on the avocado jalapeno dip. I forgot to check to see if my avocados are ready. Have no fear, they are nice and soft. Recipes will be linked down in the description box as always. I have timestamps down there too. So if you're not interested in the blueberry muffin recipe, but you want to see the dip recipe, you can actually go down into the description and click on the timestamp next to the, I have a description of what that timestamp is for. If you click on that, it'll take you to the part of the video that starts that. That's also good to know if you see me make the blueberry muffins or any recipe in any video and want to come back and reference that later on, you just go to the timestamps and click on that and it'll take you to the video to start there so you can reference back to it.
Starting out with my blueberries, I had to pick through every single one of them because for some reason this container we got had a lot of stems left on the blueberries and I didn't want one of those accidentally getting mixed in there. And then this is not part of the recipe, but I did choose to put a spoonful of sugar on top of the blueberries and let them sit while I was mixing the rest of everything else. Also, this is not a gluten-free recipe, I don't believe. Oh, maybe it is. It might have asked for almond flour if it is gluten-free. I don't remember without looking, to be honest. Or it might have just been a regular muffin recipe and I used gluten-free flour, 1-to-1 flour instead. Also, it called for lemon zest and I didn't have a lemon, so I just put a little lemon juice in there. It was a really simple recipe. The batter was so thick. For a while, I contemplated adding more liquid because I just kept thinking like there's no way this is going to turn out because it's so thick. But they were actually really delicious. I liked them a lot. My kids did not. So I'm like 0 for 2 here. Is that what it is? 0 wins, 2 losses on breakfast prep lately.
A little bit scared of heights. Why does the rain always keep on pouring down?
But you can see here, it's like really thick. And then I added in the blueberries.
When it's gray outside, it really makes me wonder. Yeah, it makes me.
And then I used a jumbo muffin pan. It's just the only thing that I have. And although they're silicone and rarely does anything stick, I still spray them down just to be sure. Just with some olive oil spray. And I don't know what was going through my mind when I was filling this muffin tin because I didn't have like any sort of rhyme or reason with my pattern of filling that and I was just going everywhere. This is what they looked like. Super fluffy. I liked them a lot with a little bit of butter. And then I did store them in a plastic bag. I don't typically like to use plastic to store our stuff. I try to use glass as much as possible, but I didn't have a container that was big enough. Moving on to the avocado jalapeno dip. This was so good. I really enjoyed it. I will say I should have removed some of those seeds from those jalapenos I just cut because it was spicy. And my cream cheese wasn't super softened. It hadn't sat out long enough. By the time I made this, it was a little difficult. Also, I did make another modification. I used half a block of cream cheese instead of a full block, and then I added in Greek yogurt to kind of, help with the nutritional value, add a little protein, cut out some fat, all of that. All of the good things. And I obviously have never made it the other way, but I don't think you could really tell. It was pretty thick, definitely like a thick dip, but it was delicious. I will definitely make it again. It kind of reminds me of the Chewy's dupe dip, but much thicker.
It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
And then moving on to dishes. The dishwasher was running at this time. It was full from all of the baking and the, mostly because I cleaned out the fridge. I wouldn't say a lot of containers, but I did have quite a few that had like 1 cherry tomato or like 3 little pieces of cucumber that I had forgotten about in the back or something like that. So I did have a bit from the fridge that went in there, and so it was ready to run in the middle. Ready to run, Dixie Chicks, in the middle of the day. And so I just hand washed everything, or what I had left from prepping these 2 things.
When it's cold, and don't they miss the leaves they left behind? Could it be to make the ground shine like gold until winter comes? Until winter comes, until winter comes. It really makes me wonder.
It's a bit later in the day now. My other vacuum had broken, like the handle still works, but the actual part that does the carpet does not work. And I ordered a new one, waited a week for it to get here, and 0 out of 10 do not recommend. It does not work well at all. It won't even stand up on its own without falling over. It's just not great. I guess that's what I get for finding something cheap. I did use it once though, and then I contacted Amazon and they said I can still return it.
I just have to print out my own return label. That is what I'm working on now, getting a return label printed. And I think I have to look at my other Amazon item. I had ordered a couple different curtain rods for that kitchen window that ended up not working, and one of them I can use. I ordered a second one. That one wasn't. That one was just a little too long. So I processed a return for that. It's actually sitting right here. I need to take that back as well. I need to check the return window for that. If that's coming up like tomorrow, I'm going to go ahead and load the kids up and just go do it today. If I have some time, I think I'm going to wait and just do it sometime after Anthony's home so I don't have to take the kids. So I just taped this box up and then realized that they sent me the shipping instructions. That's a cat toy on the table right there. They sent me the shipping instructions or the label instead of having UPS do it like they normally do. And so this little scanner bar has to go inside.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Oh, I wonder.
My kids wanted to take a bath, so I gave them a bubble bath at 4 o'clock, and I just sat in the bathroom with them, and I can't find my phone anywhere, so if anyone's trying to get a hold of me, I'm sorry. I don't feel like making dinner. I think it's my meal plan. I picked meals that were healthier, and like I'm doing the whole gluten-free thing, and I think I picked meals only to follow those items. I still have my headphone in. I wonder if I can find my phone somehow. But I'm just not feeling inspired by the meal. Like, I don't want to make dinner, okay? So I'm not going to. My kids asked for French toast sticks, so they're having French toast sticks. We're out of fruit. I need to go get some. I bought raspberries this week and they were moldy on the bottom, so thank you Walmart pickup for that. So I grabbed them some applesauce to have with their French toast sticks, and they will have like a yogurt smoothie. We put yogurt in their milk, call it their smoothie, so they'll have that for some added protein. Just made them up some French toast sticks. I don't know yet what I'm going to have for dinner. And there are Hot Pockets or mini corn dogs in the freezer for Anthony to eat tonight. So it's kind of turning into you're on your own. I feel like I haven't done a whole lot today except for make those couple of recipes. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. Definitely a short one. I know it's not going to be very long once I go to edit it. I can tell that it's not going to be very long, but some days are just like that. Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and hopefully the next one will be a little bit longer, but I do appreciate you being here. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.